Hey everybody, we're back to hit you with another video. Um, so we just watched Bumblebee, and I have to say, once again, Transformers doesn't disappoint.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was one of the best movies I've seen. Loved it. Completely entertaining all the way through. Lots of action, lots of comedy.
And it was a really good lead-in too, because it's supposed to take place before the first movie, because it's in 1987, right?
Yeah.
So that's Sam's probably not even born at this point.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that they took it back to with him being the VW Bug because that's the Bumblebee that I grew up with in the cartoons. And I didn't know if you noticed at the end, there's kind of an when he drives away, the semi that he's right next to it's not an exact, but it's as close as they could come to as Optimus Prime and his trailer.
The original.
The original,
Yeah,
yeah.
I caught that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was paying homage to that. You know, those cartoons from way back in the day and those action figures and stuff, which is really cool. They finally did my favorite Decepticon correctly. Soundwave. That was awesome. You know, I was really happy about that, to see that, and it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it.
Really good.
Yeah, I really loved it. Big thumbs up. Two thumbs up. You know, 5 out of 5 stars.
Yes.
I'd give it. It's definitely a must see movie.
Yes.
If you, especially if you're a Transformers fan, or even if you're new to the Transformers world, you should check it out. It's really, really a great movie.
It is.
And I enjoyed it.
I do too.
Thoroughly. And Transformers is kind of our movie because when we first dated, the first date I ever, well, one of the first dates.
I think it was the first actual.
The first actual date I ever took you out on was to see, well, first we had dinner.
Yeah.
And then we went to see Transformers 2 when it came out. And now, 10 years later, we've been married for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, not yet. We will October 1st, but I really enjoyed the Bumblebee movie. There's still a Transformers I haven't seen, and it's the second Transformers movie with Mark Wahlberg in it. I think it's part 5. I still haven't seen that one, so we'll have to get that one. Probably might not do a review about it because it's old now, but
we still need to see it.
But we still need to see it because I haven't seen it, and I remember at that time, you know, I was like, actually, I think you told me you were like, they're doing another Transformers movie, because you were just like, you're like, I'm so done with the Transformers thing, and I was like, oh, is Mark Wahlberg? Is Mark Wahlberg in it?
Yeah,
and you were like, yeah, and I feel like he shouldn't be because it should be Shia, and I'm like, if Mark Wahlberg's in it, I'm fucking seeing it. Pardon my French, but I'm seeing it, you know. But I missed out on it. I didn't get to see it because I just, somewhere along the way, I forgot about that movie coming out. And
that's because we found out about it like early production and then never heard about like a release or anything. I don't think it did very well.
I don't think it did very well either. And, you know, I think I remember hearing people say that it wasn't, it was just basically the same movie with him in it.
Yeah.
That he had done the first time.
Fourth one or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they actually call it other than Transformers 4.
It's like Revenge of Dawn Cirrus, something or other.
Featuring Mark Wahlberg.
That's actually not what it's called.
That's what it is.
But
I have to go look.
It's right after Revenge of the Fallen. No,
Yeah.
because that's the second one. So, yeah, I don't know what it's called. I can't remember.
It's literally across the room.
It's
I can't
literally
see it from
right
here.
there. Can't see it from here, but yeah, y'all know what we're
You know what
talking
you're
about.
talking
And yeah, I really enjoyed Bumblebee. I do kind of hope that they continue making Transformer movies.
Really? I like Transformers, but I feel like you can way overdo Transformers.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm glad that they ended Avengers.
Me too.
I was getting sick
yeah,
of Avengers movies.
I was like,
I mean, it's just
20
like
movies.
constantly
Yeah.
one after the other.
Yeah.
But
I think everybody.
I actually
I mean,
like
they were really good.
the Marvel
but
movies.
I think everybody's kind of.
I'm really
glad
excited
they're
for the
done
new
with
Star Wars.
Yeah.
The new Star Wars is coming out and it looks badass.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to see how the saga all wraps up.
Yeah.
And the Emperor is supposed to be coming back. Darth Sidious. So yeah, he's supposed to be back in it. So I've heard, and I'm wondering how they're gonna do that. I'm very
away, like
I'm very
how he
curious.
survived.
You know what's funny is like way back when they were talking about one of the old Star Wars characters is coming back, and everybody was like, "It's gonna be Master Windu."
Yeah.
Because
thought it was
he got thrown out of the window,
but he could
and
have
he could have just like jumped on a flying car and flew away. And I was like, no, it won't be Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson won't come back. I guarantee it will not be Sam Jackson. And I was right. It is actually going to be Darth Sidious. You believe that? Jedi? It's going to be someone from the freaking dark side. I mean, who does that? But anyway, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see it, and I wish that we could have like some Star Wars movies with more Darth Maul.
That would be cool.
In it, yeah, because
that would be really.
He
cool.
was actually in Solo.
Yeah, he was.
And
he?
yeah, so they need to they need to continue to do the Star Wars movies. I think it's stupid. It's really stupid what Disney is doing because they own Marvel and they own Star Wars. So they released the Avengers and they released Solo around the same time. And Solo didn't do so well. So because of that, Disney got pissed off and said, you know what? We're not going to do any more Star Wars films. We're not doing the Kenobi movie. We're just going to stop. And they didn't lose any fucking money because they own Avengers.
Well, they did lose money.
Not really, because all the money that Avengers made
probably did make up that difference, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because it was...
Because Disney owns Marvel.
Yeah. It was
just bunch of crap, Disney.
It is. But they sort of shot themselves in the leg with that. Releasing it when they did.
Yeah, but it's stupid to own two companies, have one do better, and then say, oh, well, we're losing money over here. We're just going to do away with that. You know what I'm saying? Because Star Wars is a franchise that will still make money. People will still go to the theaters to see them. I don't care what anybody says. People will. If you make Star Wars movies, they will go. And especially if they would make the Kenobi movie. The Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. Freaking every Star Wars fan in the world would have gone to see that movie.
I think Solo would have done better had they not released it right around the same time as Infinity War.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I think Star Wars fans are fickle. I think that they don't really care so much about Solo. About Han Solo as much as they do some of the more iconic characters. And I was the same way. Like, when I heard, because I heard about the same time that they were doing the Solo movie, but they were also going to be doing a Ben Kenobi movie. and I was like, oh, Obi-Wan. Yeah, dude. So that's the one that I took more to that I really wanted to see. And I really enjoyed Solo. I thought Solo was
Solo was really
fantastic,
good.
phenomenal movie. Really great origin story for Han Solo. And I think the casting was amazing. Chewbacca was amazing as always.
Always.
And they even gave him a beginning.
Yeah.
Kind of how they got together and all that stuff. I really just love that movie. So Solo, you guys got to go out there and see Solo. If you haven't seen Solo yet, definitely go see it. Well, I mean, go buy it because it's
Or
not
rent it or
theaters anymore.
Something. It might. I think it's on Netflix.
Or just watch it on
Watch it
Netflix.
on Netflix. It's easier and cheaper that way.
But you're gonna want to watch it
You're gonna
again,
wanna watch it again.
so buy it. And yeah, it was a really good, really good film. And I get off on these tangents, but
that's okay.
Bumblebee was a good movie.
Bumblebee was awesome.
I really enjoyed it. So it was sad. It was there were parts of it that were like, kind of tearjerker parts. There was a little sad.
I really
there.
only noticed one discrepancy between that, like the lineup, but it's okay. It's not a big deal.
What?
Well, I just thought because, so at the end of Bumblebee.
Be prepared. Here we go.
At the end of Bumblebee, Optimus and the other Autobots come to Earth, and that's what the whole end game of that is. But then in the very beginning of the first Transformers movie, Bumblebee signals Optimus that it's safe to come to Earth.
Yeah.
So.
And you know what?
Either something went awry in the 20 years between Bumblebee and Transformers 1.
We will forgive them.
Yeah, we'll forgive them. That's why
it's Transformers.
It's not a big deal. Either that, or either something happened and the Autobots left Earth, or
I
forgot
think
that they already were here.
I think that scene was after he had already met Sam, and all of that transpired. I think is actually when that's supposed to be happening, even though it doesn't seem that way. That's the way that I took it.
You think?
Yeah.
Could be,
I think because I refuse to be angry about it.
No,
because,
I wasn't.
Or even have a gripe with it because
it was a great movie.
Yeah, it was
really
a fantastic
was a movie.
Really enjoyed it. John Cena wasn't as great as I thought he would be in it. It was a lot of way over the top. Way over the top acting, but
when is John Cena not over the top?
Yeah. But he's still a great
man.
actor, and he still does really great movies, and he's still a really funny guy.
Yes.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen Blockers, check out Blockers. That was definitely a good movie.
Don't let your kids.
Watch it. It's not it's not a kids movie. It's not something you want your kids to watch. But
until they're 40.
It's funny. It's very adult humor, but I liked Blockers.
It was funny.
But anyway, Bumblebee was a big win. If you haven't seen it, see it. If you're not into Transformers, see it.
See it anyway.
If you just hate Transformers, see Bumblebee.
Yeah.
If you're like, no, I don't ever want to see Transformers ever. I just cannot stand that crap. See Bumblebee. And if you like Transformers, watch Bumblebee. If you haven't seen it,
enjoy it.
Pick it up because it's a really great film. And if you don't like it, then your kids will. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely get it.
Definitely get it. So, I don't know what we're going to review next, but stay tuned because we will be watching some more movies and we will be giving you our opinion, what we think of them, and
Fantastic Beasts.
All that jazz, what she said. And If you like our channel, please give us a like on the
Yes.
video, subscribe, tap the bell, and we will see you next time. Peace.